Hey everybody, Crystal with Crystal Clear College Planning, and welcome to our video on maximizing financial aid. We're going to talk about the strategies for paying for college because we know that that can be stressful, and understanding the FAFSA and scholarships, and that you actually have an ability to negotiate with the colleges on your award offer. So we're going to go through all of that in detail so that you can understand what you should do next. So number one, we talk about filing the FAFSA. So that is the free application for federal student aid. That's where everybody starts in this process. We recommend filling it out as soon as we can. This year for 2023, there is a delay in filing. On a typical year, it opens October 1st. And this year, we're going to wait for the government to open it up, and we're anticipating sometime in December, but could be as late as January 1st. And what the FAFSA does is it determines your eligibility for any federal aid programs, such as grants or work study and loans. As well, once the colleges receive it, some colleges will determine then their own need-based aid or merit-based aid that they want to give you after reviewing it. So make sure that it is accurate. And that it is also consistent with any other financial aid forms the colleges are going to ask for. The other financial aid forms are the CSS profile and the institutional specific financial aid forms. So it is important to make sure everything's consistent across all of those, and that you're meeting all of the deadlines, and that some institutions will also request of us to submit tax returns to confirm our information. So that is something, if there's a significant change in our financial picture from the year that we had to report in filing versus what the reality of our situation is, that is a conversation that we need to have when it comes to that appeal process. The second thing that we can do in terms of maximizing financial aid is thinking about scholarships. So I talk about scholarships in a couple of different ways. One is making sure that you're looking at school-specific scholarships, as in the colleges that you are applying to, and what opportunities they have for you to get anything as an incoming freshman that's college-specific for the engineering department, if that's what we're doing. And then is there anything that fits into extracurricular categories? So that would be sports or drama, cheer, those sorts of things to be able to take advantage of. And then we look at things such as outside scholarships. And I'll put this link in the notes at the bottom for this video. Our families get access to Imagine scholarships, and I know there's a video of this as well on the YouTube channel. So feel free to check that out because it does give us an opportunity to search for those outside scholarships and do it by keyword and figure out what those different things are that match up with us. And then what do we got to do in order to file for all of these additional scholarships? One thing that I always tell people to be aware of when we are looking at outside scholarship opportunities is if you are a need-based candidate and filling out the FAFSA and we qualify for need-based aid, make sure that you confirm with the colleges that you're applying to at the financial aid office that the university itself will not reduce down your aid dollar for dollar because you applied for that outside scholarship. It's a very important question to get clarification on. And then the final thing is the negotiation factor. So come spring of your senior year, you're going to get all of your award offers back from your colleges, and then you're going to go, so now what? And this is where we like to see, do we have any competitive offers from other schools? Will any of the institutions then take that into consideration? So we have a whole process in regards to comparing, is it a similar type school, and what kind of money did they give us? And do we have any offers that are worth being able to go back and see if they would be willing to match, that sort of a thing? Not all universities will take that into consideration for a competitive offer, but some do. The other pieces, like I was saying earlier, do they have any change in our financial circumstance from the time we filed financial aid forms? So did we get a one-time inheritance? Did we sell some stock, a property? Did we get divorced? Did we have a job loss? Those are all factors that the university can then take into consideration in reassessing and recalculating to see if we at that point do qualify for any types of other monies. So never be afraid to ask. The worst that they can say is no, and just making sure that you're giving yourself that time to have that conversation in the spring before you're making that May 1st decision. And so these are some key tips. So we're going to dive more into another video. So make sure to follow our page, because there's all of the changes that are happening with the FAFSA. So we're going to be talking about that here soon in preparation for all of that filing in the fall. So that is going to be a must watch. But make sure that you use these tips that we were talking about, right? Filing our FAFSA and financial aid forms timely, understanding what that looks like in terms of scholarships, and going back to negotiate to get more money. I hope you found these tips helpful, and I wish you the best of luck in your college planning journey.